Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love. Astro Phoenix here with Mystical Illuminations, here for your astrological dice roll for today, April 23rd of 2021. I'm in a good mood today, guys, even though I've kind of got a bit of a slow start to the day, to this Taurus season after all, right? Even though I got a little bit of a late start to the day, I'm excited. I'm actually going to rearrange some things around in this room today. Probably will be going live on my personal channel later on. And one of my favorite artists dropped an album today, which I was not expecting. So it's a good day. But anyways, y'all came here for the astrological dice roll, not for me to rant about other stuff. So let's get into it, shall we? Rockin' Simba today, guys. Rockin' Simba today. All right, April 23rd, the day of adopted security. There is a place to be alone. It's the meditation. That's interesting. The advice reads, have more confidence in your ability to operate on your own. Beware of becoming fixed. It's funny because we're in Taurus season. Try to be more flexible, even more funny. Let your emotions out and follow your hunches. Balance your personal life. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Be tactful and kind. So yeah, this is definitely speaking of, being solid and secure within ourselves in our alone time, but also being open to other people, speaking our mind, allowing our emotions to kind of just flow and not letting them get stuck. Let's see what we got for the dice roll, though. Give it a nice, good shake. All right, here we go. So, my friends, we have Saturn here. We have Saturn in Virgo in the 8th house. Oh my goodness. Saturn and Virgo in the 8th house. Oh boy. Saturn is all, of course, about restrictions. It rules, over Capricorn. It's the knees. It's the load that we carry, and how things can sometimes be a little bit heavy. Like I said, it's restriction, it's contraction. Being in the 8th house too, and in Virgo, we may find ourselves being quite perfectionists when it comes to our inner world. The 8th house is, it is, while it's not the 12th house being the hidden zone, it is sort of about secrets. It's about the darkness. It's that scorpionic energy, right? And it is a fixed water house. So to bring Saturn into this place, which I don't know if any of you guys remember when Saturn went into Scorpio the last time. That was crazy. That was like what? I think that was around 2013 to 2015 or 2014 to 2016. It was around that time. But man, those were some heavy energies. Now this is about Virgo here too. So it's funny how this is saying about how there is a place to be alone and how to be. I'll even let you guys read it. Hold on. You see? Have more confidence in your ability to operate on your own. So it's interesting because Saturn does rule becoming more of an adult and coming more into your own and not to be solidified and organized on your own. And with Virgo, which is sort of like this hermit energy, there's definitely a time and place today where really, if we go into meditation, I think it'll be a really positive thing. Today is definitely going to be much more of an introspective day as compared to yesterday with the dice roll. Yesterday was a lot more creative, outgoing, that sort of energy was coming through. Today is going to be a little bit more silent. Today's going to be a little bit more, you're going to want to go more into your solitude today. And you know what? Here's the thing about it. When you go into your solitude today, you want to allow still, even in those moments, for your emotions to flow. I think sometimes what happens is that, it's already weird. It's already enough to try and be our authentic self around other people, and everyone's at varying levels as far as that journey, as far as showing people who they truly are. Typically, when you are by yourself, you are much more authentic, right? It's like what people don't see behind closed doors, the true you. But even then, I think sometimes we are afraid to express those emotions within our own space. Maybe we distract ourselves with different things, and maybe we don't actually explore the depths lie beneath the currents of who we are and our reality. So today will be a very positive day, I feel, to do some journaling, to do some meditation, to do some shadow work, to do some light work even. Today's going to be a positive day really for some self-healing and to work on ourselves. You know, Virgo, of course, is about the day-to-day reality as well. It can be about mundane tasks, sort of like that. And with Saturn here, this is sort of, especially for, anyone who's at least 18 and older, this is sort of like a growing up kind of day. Today's going to be sort of a day where we might have to take care of some things. We might have to take care of, we might find ourselves with like a lot of different errands to run. I know I have a few errands I got to go run actually too. We might find ourselves in that sort of position today. And then, of course, we have this 8th house energy. So I'm also hearing inheritances. I'm hearing something with children for some reason today. So for those of you that have children, I would be definitely open and aware to what they're saying to you today, because they may just say something that, is symptom of a deeper thing. Not that there's necessarily a problem with your children. If you happen to have children and you're watching this, all I'm saying is that you want to be open to the communication of what they're saying, because there's going to be something that they say that reveals something deeper that they're actually feeling. And maybe they don't necessarily want to express this with you just yet. So for those of you who have kids, of course, be on the lookout for that. If you do not have kids, listen to your inner child. Actually, it will be really positive to maybe go into a meditation today where you actually speak with your inner child and will speak with that inner self and actually see if there's something deeper that really wants to come forth or really wants to express itself. Because, we have to remember that even though the 8th house, like I said, is ruled by Pluto, it's Scorpio, there's also Mars here. So this is sort of an emotional expression. This is sort of like the feminine side of Mars, where here's the thing though, if we kind of hold this aspect of ourselves back too much, if we hold that aspect as far as like the action-oriented energy, when we are really in flow with our divine feminine aspect, because there's a lot of divine feminine energy coming in with this as well. If we kind of resist that, then there could be some resentment. So today you may actually experience residual resentment. I even just thought about it just now, but the weird thing too is that as I was thinking about it, it was sort of like I used to be resentful of this, but now I'm not. So it's a sign of healing when I was actually thinking about that. So you may see that come up today. I don't think that today is going to be a bad day. I mean, there are challenges that can happen with any day, right? But today is definitely going to be much more of an introspective day. And if you happen to be working, if you happen to be dealing with a lot of different people today, make sure to carve out some time, at least 10 to 15 minutes. Carve out some time for yourself to just go into solitude. And you don't necessarily have to get deep and dark, and well, not deep and dark, but you don't have to necessarily get deep and heavy with the shadow work or whatever like that, or trying to fix some particular issue. That's not necessarily the point here. I think the point here is to be open to whatever information is coming through us and what information is channeling through us. And like I said, I'm getting a lot of divine feminine energy. I'm getting a lot of children-like energy. So a lot of inner child work is going to be happening today. And like I said, you don't have to necessarily get down and just write like pages upon pages of this thing. Maybe just sit down and take a moment for yourself. Maybe write out a few lines, meditate on a little bit, do some breath work, but take time for yourself to reconnect to your inner self, to reconnect to your inner child and the divine feminine aspect. Because like I said, that energy is coming through quite hard today. And like I said, the sun is still in Taurus. We have all this energy in Taurus. So we are grounding a lot of energies, but these planets are getting ready to shift past Uranus. So there's still going to be a little bit of a shakeup, and I think that's what we're feeling. I think that the message that's coming through from this inner self, this inner child, from the divine feminine aspect is that despite the fact that we are moving into a more solidified and stable time, we have Uranus here that's shaking things up. So it's almost sort of like we're trying to lay the foundation of whatever it is that we're going to build, but then Uranus comes in and just like scraps the whole project and we have to start all over. So it can be a little frustrating, right? It can be a little frustrating from that aspect, but do not throw in the towel. Do not give up, because you are a powerful, beautiful, and amazing co-creator being. And here's the thing, you have started over many, many, many times. Many, many, many times, infinite number of times. And you have always been able to rise to the occasion. No matter how long it took, No matter how many lifetimes it took or how many eons you've had to repeat certain cycles, you've always been able to overcome and ascend to that next level, right? I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in myself, and I believe that we all can rise above and can rise to the occasion, rise to these challenges, and really bring our light into this world so we may lift the vibration of this planet and make this the sanctuary that it was always meant to be. People keep talking about wanting to go to Mars and these other places. As far as this particular lifetime, whatever like that, if we happen to make it to Mars, if we're not already on Mars, I don't care to go. Y'all can go. I will stay here. This is a beautiful ass planet. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm parking my ass right here. Maybe after this lifetime, I don't know if I'm gonna be coming back, but as far as in this particular lifetime, if we happen to make it to other planets, whatever like that, maybe vacation, but I'm parking my ass right here. I'm staying right here. So, anyways, I love you all so much. Y'all take care and stay blessed. Hope that you all enjoyed this message. And be sure to check out all of the wonderful content that we have on this channel. And I will see you all very soon. Peace out.